Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to round 3. We have Brian Hayhurst on Affinity versus Joe DeVale on Temur Midrange. It's kind of like midrange, it's control, it's kind of like a weird half and half. This deck has, let's see, what is it? Termagoyf, Snapcaster, Cryptic Command, Bolt, Dispel, Hot Master of the Fells. Oh, there we go. Glare's much better now. So he plays a Spirebuff Canal, passes, and then Brian shits his hand out. Bolt. The Lightning Rod that is Steel Overseer. Land into Cranial Plating. Is less than good. Right, suit up this Memnite and attack. It's, goes down to 14. The second Affinity deck we thought on camera today. The deck seems to be very popular. It's a very good counter to the Death Shadow decks that have really permeated this meta as of late. Joe plays land and passes. Looks like he's staring at a Snap Bolt turn. We have a Glimmer Void on Brian's side. We have a raw Volt Scourge. Attack for a large amount. I don't think it's getting through though. So the 13 for a basic. I believe we are about to see a Snapcaster Lightning Bolt turn. The annoying thing about Cranial Plating being you have to kill every threat that hits, or it becomes a very, very lethal threat. Bolter Volt Scourge. Move to blocks. Trade off with this Memnite. Passes back. Interesting that he didn't equip the plating to one of his creatures. Joe finds Ancestral Visions. Plays a mountain. Taps out for a Chandra. Interesting, interesting. He's going to neg the Chandra, kill a Signal Pest. This is the kill all threats plan. Brian draws a card. He's on one card. Definitely looking a little better for Joe. Still not great. Cranial Plating's definitely something that's really difficult for his deck to beat main board. He'd need to do like an end step Cryptic bounce and then counter on the comeback. Activate. Blink Moth. Equip. Looks like he's gonna go at Joe with the Ornithopter and kill the Chandra with the Blink Moth. It'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 damage. Bring Joe down to 8. 8? 1, 2, 3, 4. I must have missed a fetch. Oh no, puts him to 9. Yes, it puts him to 9.
Yeah, I'll read you something.
Visions. If he can answer some of these threats, then this Vision's going to be very good. But otherwise, he's in a sticky situation. So he has a Roast, which is not good against any of these threats, a Dispel, and a Unknown. I believe it's a Vendilion Click. Arcbound Ravager. Oof. Woof. The two big baddies of this deck. Activate. Gotta go swinging. Let's see what this is. I believe this is Click. Click target himself. It's gonna put that Dispel on the bottom of his deck. Draw a card. Oh. Brian doesn't seem to know how Click works. He's gonna block. Ooh, Brian also misses the sack to his Arcbound Ravager. Brian may be a little flustered by the Vendilion Click. So this is actually a great time for Joe to fire off his Roast, because his opponent is tapped out and can't activate a man land to put the counters from the Arcbound Ravager onto. So he draws a card, he scries 2, he sees a Snapcaster and a Tarmogoyf. He's going to bottom the Snapcaster, top the Tarmogoyf. And I do not believe that the Arcbound Ravager could even survive the Roast. It's definitely where Joe wants to be on this. Roast your Arcbound Ravager. Get him right out of there. One more card in hand for Joe. Draws a Inkmoth Nexus. Suits up. Activate, activate. Equip. Gonna slam it on the Blinkmoth. Go swinging. And there is a bolt. Oh my goodness. What a game. Untap. Tick down. Draw. Play Goyf. Goyf for 5. 6. Goyf for 6. Goyf for 6 and pass. I think bottoming the Snapcaster might not have been spectacular. I think he probably should have kept Snapcaster, honestly, knowing he had another Bolt, because that's just creates another removal spell from one of these Inkmoths. Is a Bomat Courier? I believe that's a Bomat Courier. Huh. Well, interesting. Yes, I have confirmed that's a Bomat Courier. Ah, okay. So that's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 7. So he trades with that Goyf. Takes 1 poison. Suits up. Goes swing. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right now, 5 poison. Take 5 poison. Go to 6 poison for Joe. And Brian passes back. Time to draw 4 cards. And 4. Is that good enough? Joe plays land. I believe he has Cryptic Command in hand. You can see a Huntmaster, a Steam Vents, a Snapcaster. Oh, that's quite good. Arcbound Ravager. Very powerful. Now let's see if Brian remembers his sacks this time. Because I'm sure that Joe is going to snap here. Activate. Equip. Go to attacks, trigger. Joe is going to cast Snapcaster Mage. You will target Bolt. He's thinking about his target for Bolt, where he wants to send it. Alright, the sack was remembered this time. I believe there's a Vapor Snag in his hand. Oh, very interesting. Takes 1 poison, goes to 7 poison. Oh, sorry, 8 poison, because there was 2 for the trigger. So Joe in the throngs of death right now. Oh, wow. Joe rips Blood Moon. That is very good here. Just absolutely shuts down these Inkmoth Nexus. And now this is also spectacular because he can, now the only attacking creature Brian has is his Arcbound Ravager. Joe attacks, puts his opponent to 18. First blood on his opponent. Goes swinging. Vapor Snag your guy. You go to 17. Replay Arcbound Ravager. Equip. And ship it back. Joe goes for the untap. Draw step, and still with a Huntmaster in hand. Ooh, another Snapcaster Mage. That's good. Joe's gonna snap. He's going to bolt it. Ooh, what's that? Actually, roast. Roast. Equivalently bolt. Going for 2. For 1 to 15. And play a Huntmaster of the Fells. He's going to go up by 2. Brings him up to 11, and he is in very strong control of this game. Slam the plating. Untap, empty-handed. See if he can find a spell. Ancestral Visions. That's excellent because he can suspend this and then flip his Huntmaster. So So I believe the line here is probably just swing for the fences with everything but Huntmaster, and then flip Huntmaster if he does not block. Alright, the Huntmaster gets flipped anyway, but... interesting. Yeah, I think he's taking a conservative line. His opponent takes 2, goes to 13. Upkeep, flip, deal 2 to you, put you to 11. 11 all now. Mox Opal Pass. Ooh. Brutal. Tick down, draw. He has 8 on board. Goblin Dark Dwellers. Oh, Goblin Dark Dwellers into Ancestral Visions. Oh my. Draw 3. Ooh, he found the bolt. Alright, so that's 8, 9, 10, 11. It should be lethal. Flip back. Joe goes to 13. I guess. Must have missed a damage somewhere. Master of Ethereum and dies. Alright, we go to game 2. Joe up 1-0 versus Brian. Now, being a blue-red deck, Joe has access to some very premium artifact removal. Looks like Ensnaring Bridge coming in out of the side from Brian. I don't know if that's good enough here, considering Joe's just going to be bringing in a pile of artifact hate. While these players are boarding, I want to talk to you all about the TJ's Titanium Plus weekend coming up on July the 29th and 30th of 2017. The TJ's Titanium Plus weekend will be a guaranteed $5,600 in prizing for the main Modern tournament, which happens on Saturday. There'll be a side event, Modern PPTQ, at the same time. And then there will be, on day 2, a legacy event with a guaranteed prizing of $2,500, and 2 modern PPTQs on day 2. We're going to have an artist available. I do not know who yet, but there will be an artist on site. There'll be a number of very competitive vendors. Great place to sell your cards and buy cards. And the main event, the big thing about the main event is if we hit 400 players or more, the prizing jumps from 5,600 to 11,600. Massive prize pool for a local New England tournament. So definitely put some time in your schedule, take a couple days off, and come down to Worcester. It's going to be happening at the Worcester Convention Center in Worcester, Mass, at the DCU Center. I have a very deep connection to that tournament series because I top-aided the first one along with a number of other very quality New England grinders. Lost in the finals to Keith Wrong, to some very brutal brutalities. The video was lost for all time, unfortunately, but there are still clips up on Twitch that can be seen of me losing. Only the clips of me losing, of course. But so is life. Something interesting to note is that Joe's deck is almost completely foil. It's getting very close. Still a few expensive cards off. Missing a couple Termagoyfs, missing some Expedition, Misty Rainforests, but I'm sure he'll get there eventually. Some Blood Moons. I believe he is short a few foil Blood Moons. And I think I saw, as he was shuffling, I saw an Ancient Grudge. So that spells some bad times for Brian if he draws that. Ancient Grudge, absolutely insane against Infinity. Feels like you can't lose if you cast it, really. Brian, a local New England mass grinder. Joe, also a local mass grinder from the Boston area. Both very good players. All right, and we have our 7s. Let's see if they are keepable. Wear and Tear was brought in on Brian's side, it seems, in order to answer Blood Moon. We have a turn 1 pile of dudes pass. Darksteel Citadel, Mox Opal into Signal Pest. Looks like he's holding up the Mox. Ooh. Flame Slash. That's quite good. Plays another one and passes. Oh, ooh. Brian on constricted mana. Only 1 land, and this Mox Opal, he's having trouble activating it. So there's going to be a Fork Bolt, 1 there, 1 you. Brian goes down to 19. Joe took 2 for that shock land earlier. Get that. Right, the second land has been found. You have an Arcbound Ravager. And a pass. Bolt your Ravager. Activate. Put the counter there. Still in your end step. Fetch. Zero's down to 17. Does he have another removal spell for the absolute blowouts here? That is the question. So if he can kill this Blinkmoth Nexus while still in end step, it's a huge, huge tempo swing. He does not have it. He does have a Blood Moon, though, which is quite good. It's actually pretty insane that it shuts down this Mox Opal yet again. So he's required now to find 2 artifacts, get them into play with his 2 lands in order to activate his Mox Opal to Wear Tear this Blood Moon. Oh, and Joe is sitting on an Ancient Grudge. Oh my. That is just... oof. Goes attacking with his Bomat Courier. Puts Joe down to 16. Joe goes for the draw. Looking at what he has, thinking. I think he's going to cast his Huntmaster. He's going to gain 2, go up to 18. Now this does give Brian the window to find Artifact into Wear Tear. believe he also has a Whip Flare in hand, which is very good against the Huntmaster. Looks like he's going to just Whip Flare away the Huntmaster. 1. Go to 17. Put another card under the Bomat Courier. Bomat Courier is an interesting card. It's something that really hasn't seen a huge amount of play in Affinity, but it seems actually quite powerful with the explosive draws. Not great here, but pretty decent. So Joe is thinking about roasting this Bomat Courier, which he is going to. Feels bad, but it's kind of necessary. Brian goes for the untap, goes for the draw. Looks like he has double gear per Aether Grid. Interesting. I don't know if that's going to work out for him. So 1 life transfers back and forth. Brian goes up to 20, and Joe goes down to 16. The Aether Grid is coming into play. I think it's going to stick, because I don't think there's going to be many artifacts for Brian. Snap off, crush that Mox Opal, untap. So now this Blood Moon is just going to be uncontested. Termagoyf and a Huntmaster. Seems very good. What do we have? Instant sorcery, creature, artifact, land. It's 5. A huge Termagoyf. Now Brian is not looking so hot this round. Looks like he found a Mox Opal, though it is not active yet. Thank you, Blood Moon. Brian calling a judge to ask about if his Mox Opal is activated. The answer there is no. Oh, the answer is yes? Oh. Huh. I guess I'm the wrong one. Attacks for 3. Goes down to 13. Huh. Interesting. Joe going for the fetch, going down to 12. Layering was never my strong suit. Draws a Snapcaster. This is excellent. So between an Ancient Grudge in his graveyard, a Snapcaster, smashing with that Termagoyf fan. Smashing with the Termagoyf, much like you should smash the like button on this video. Gonna pass a turn. Gonna take a draw. Staring at a Aether Grid, which is equivalently a dead card here, and unknown. Joe on a Snapcaster, half an Ancient Grudge, and a Huntmaster of the Fells. activate. He's going to go attacking. It's going to be a Snapcaster. Snap is going to target Bolt. Bolt is going to target the Blinkmoth Nexus. Blinkmoth is going to die. And then there's going to be an Ancient Grudge on the Vault Scourge. And then he pings the Snapcaster in response. For 2 lands. The Termaglyph is a 6/7 due to Blood Moon. And they did not realize this on the previous turn, so they're calling a judge to see what to do about that. The damage was missed the previous turn. I don't think it's going to matter in the long game, but it might. It's worth asking about. A more commanding judge call from Joe. And our head judge, Gil, is on his way. Alright, so it looks like the damage is missed here. Though Joe is in such a commanding position at this point that I don't think it's going to matter much. Puts his opponent down to 9 with this massive Termaglyph. Gains 2 life from this Hunt Master. Puts 4 power into play. His opponent draws a card. He has Wear and Tear, Gear Parade from the Grid, and a Vault Scourge. Ceremonious Rejection on the Vault Scourge. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, he cannot because it's black. It is not a colorless spell. Interesting. Goes attacking with the Termaglyph and the wolf. Goes to block the wolf. Responds, ping the wolf. So he will gain 1 life. Go up to 10. Take 6. Go down to 4. And then turn will be passed. We'll flip to Ravager of the Fells, deal 2, and the game is over. Joe takes the round 2-0, moving on to 3-0 for the round. Very good run from Joe, and you can see on that on the face of Brian the all his sideboard cards all piling up in his hand. It was quite unfortunate. All right, so that was this round. I'm gonna get Joe back here for an interview, and then we will, after the interview, we will see you in round 4.